I wanted to show everyone today what the new online court portal service looks like, which is only for Toronto as of right now, and it will likely be um, this service may start in other regions also, but right now this is for Toronto only. So this is the new online court public portal service. This is where everybody for Toronto proceedings, family, divisional, superior, or Ontario Court of Justice, civil, like all of these are filed over here. I'm not sure about the criminal part. But anyways, so when you go to court portal service, nowadays you have the option to have filings to court access and make submissions over here. And then you also have access to the filings and your cases and stuff. So for my filings, obviously these are the filings that I had that I made some submissions regarding trying to file my divorce documents, which has been rejected quite a few times and been asked to refile. And then the family things that is ongoing right now. So for the submission where I made the submission with the court, where I requested that Toronto Police to investigate potential child trafficking, and also informing that they should also look into where a judge's family may have been a victim of fraud, which is 380 subsection 2 of criminal code. So when I made the submission, I believe I made it sometime in December 23rd. So I believe it was this submission right here, the submission number. So the first one was rejected, which was made on December 22nd, and then they asked me to resubmit the documents again, and then it tells you the resubmit reasons, the details. So this was the reference number, which is the confirmation number, and all the details of the case, the filing number, and etc. Name of the parties that are potentially involved, and also the documents that were filed with the court. So the lead was the notice of motion, and then the affidavit, which is what I uploaded onto the case center. It tells you the exact document that was filed with the court, which was accepted by the court. So this was the document that was accepted by the court. Obviously, as you can see on paragraph 5 is where I asked the potential victims that potential violation of 380 subsection 1 criminal code, and which a minor child can potentially be a victim. This is also considered a form of child trafficking. So because I was seeking an order relating to that. Also, the documents that I filed was the draft order, obviously. So you can see the document that was filed with the court. And this is what it looks like. And so yeah, you can see the paragraph 14 and 15, where I said that may have become victim and determine cost gained by any organization, and that they take appropriate steps. So these documents were filed with the court for the filing. As you can see over here, this was the filing information, and this was the where is it? This was the submission number. The one starts with 1AFF, and it says that it was approved by the court at 1724 on December 29th was when it was submitted. So there are other submissions that was rejected, my divorce application and stuff, but yeah, I mean, I go through a lot of back and forth with the court, which is why I don't really like it. I don't like doing court paperwork, so I really hate it. So anyways, so this is the submission again, 1AFF. You can see it says approved, and at under 1AFF, when you go there, it tells you that. So this was with 611E. That one was rejected, but this one was accepted, which was 1AFF. And then these are the documents that was filed, and so on. So this is the so it just shows you that I actually did file the right materials. So if this for any reason does show up in any criminal court at some point for me being falsely accused and stuff, I know that they're not going to take me to trial. They're just going to harass me and stuff. But obviously, like, this is one of the reasons why I want to leave Canada, is because I do not feel safe here. And I do feel that these people are intentionally trying to cause harm and trying to frame me and stuff, which is obviously not something that I appreciate and I want to deal with, especially when I'm actually trying to help somebody and instead they're trying to frame me for trying to help them. So that's pretty much that. So yeah, so these are the documents that are due right now. So as of right now, we are waiting for the court to provide procedural directions. I believe I contacted the court and a request was sent that the judge who made the error in one of the paragraphs on her decision, that she make the corrections, amended, varied, or whatever it is, to match with the submissions that I have made. And so I'm currently waiting for directions from the court regarding how they want to proceed with that. So yeah, so that's pretty much that. So once I hear back from the court, I'll follow up with the court again on Monday sometime, and see what they say, if they heard back from the judge or not, and then we will go from there. But we are appearing before this judge again in June. So I will be able to address this before her, but I don't want to wait that long, because that will be past my time to appeal this order. So I want to make sure that I take appropriate actions right away, instead of delaying it until June. And yeah, that's pretty much it, because I don't want to be falsely accused stay falsely accused until June. So I want to make sure that I resolve everything as soon as possible, and go from there. And in terms of this case, this was just a small motion. This was not the actual appeal hearing, which is scheduled for July. So and that this judge already scheduled another status hearing, case conference sort of, for sometime in May, I believe. So we are already appearing before her. So but it's still, like, that will be way past my time for appealing this order. I'm not really at this point disputing the decision. However, I don't want to be falsely accused, so I want to try to get that corrected, and I want to see what her honor says regarding how to proceed with that. But in terms of making sure that I don't get falsely blamed for something that I haven't done, I have already contracted the transcriptionist to try to obtain a transcription for the submission I made. So even if it's not the order, I can still at least provide the transcribed evidence to various court that is under any kind of misunderstanding, that will be able to kind of know that what's happening and why I'm being falsely accused. That's all for today. Bye.